Hi students, in this session I will continue remaining chemical properties of ethers. So third one, see here already two completed in previous session, that is a dark hallucination and sulfuric acid chemical properties. Now this third one, oxidation process. When ether is left open in air, it's reacted with atmospheric oxygen and form peroxides. Important ma. For ether, keep it in outside of the air. The ether easily to react with atmospheric oxygen, then to form the peroxide. So because why it's called oxidation? Atmospheric oxygen reacted with the ether. So he see here in this equation, diethyl ether. This is the diethyl ether treated with oxygen. Hence, diethyl ether, this oxygen again connected together, ether peroxide. This is called ether peroxide. C2H5OO C2H5. It's commonly ether peroxide. This ether peroxide again treated with half moles of oxygen, ethoxyethyl hydroperoxide. These are the compound is formed. Ethoxyethyl hydroperoxide is formed. So this is the important chemical properties of ether in case of the oxidation process. See again, when ether is left open in air, it's reacted with atmospheric oxygen and form the peroxide. Peroxy linkages are formed. This is a peroxide actually initially. This peroxide again treated with oxygen, atmospheric oxygen, ethoxyethyl hydrogen oxide. Ethoxyethyl hydrogen oxide is the form. Okay, ma? These are the oxidation process. Now another one, reactions with hydrogen halides. Reactions with the hydrogen halide. If hydrogen halide is cold, see this is what is this compound name? Ethyl methyl ether. Ethyl methyl ether, generally this is ethyl methyl ether. Ethyl methyl ether treated with hydrogen halides. Now what happened here? Methyl halide and ethyl alcohol is formed. This is the cold condition of the hydrogen halide. And in hot condition of hydrogen halide is very important. Hot condition of hydrogen halide, diethyl ether. This is ethyl, this side is ethyl. Diethyl ether treated with hydrogen halide on heating because of hot. On heating, what happened here? Ethyl halide and water molecule is released. After that here, this is diethyl ether. Now this one, ethyl methyl ether treated with hydrogen halide. Now methyl halide or additionally ethyl halide plus water. Methyl halide, ethyl halide, additionally water is released. So my dear students, generally in above the reaction common name is the Giesel method of alkoxy group estimation. General common name is the actually the above reaction is called Giesel method of alkoxy estimation. If we take unsymmetrical ether with hot HOX, unsymmetrical ether with hot HX, then we get two different types of the alkyl halide, and by the test of both alkyl halide we can confirm alkoxy group of the ethers. Okay ma? These are the reactions with hydrogen halides. After that, reactions with PCl5, phosphorus pentachloride. Now see here, C2H5O C2H5. So diethyl ether treated with phosphorus pentachloride. Hence what happened? Ethyl chloride and additionally POCl3 is formed. These are the generally reactions with PCl5. Reactions with PCl5. After that, sixth reaction, see, reactions with acetyl chloride is also important. Reactions with acetyl chloride. Diethyl ether treated with ethanoyl chloride in the presence of dry ZnCl2. These are the product. So ethyl chloride is formed and ethyl ethanoate. This is compound name is the ethyl ethanoate or commonly known as ethyl acetate is formed. So this is also very important reactions with acetyl chloride. Whenever ether reacted with acetyl chloride, these are the product ethyl ethanoate and additionally C2H5Cl. Ethyl chloride is also formed here. Okay, ma? After that, reactions with carbon monoxide. This one diethyl ether reacted with carbon monoxide in the presence of boron trifluoride BF3 on heating C2H5C double bond O C2H5, same compound is formed. Here ethyl ethanoate, this is the ethyl, here see ethyl ethanoate is formed. After that, now see mela ethyl ethanoate. Why it's called ethyl ethanoate? This is ethyl, this one is the ethanoate. This one ethyl 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 means 2 plus 1, 3 means propanoate. Ethyl propanoate is formed. So this is the most important reactions with the carbon monoxide. Okay, ma? These are the general chemical properties of the ether. Now in this 8th column, reactions involving benzene ring. Reactions involving the benzene ring. It's nothing but electrophilic substitutions reaction. It means in case of reactions involving the benzene ring, what are the chemical reactions are present here. Now see bromination. Important one is the bromination. Reactions involving the cleavage of it is nothing but electrophilic substitutions reaction. Now directly it's not mentioned ether, directly reactions involving the benzene ring. So this is called anisole. Anisole. General name is a methoxybenzene. So methoxybenzene treated with bromine. Methoxybenzene is treated with bromine in the presence of the iron. 2, this compound is formed. This compound name is 2, 4, 6 tribromo 1 methoxybenzene, or general name is 2, 4, 6 tribromo anisole. See nana, here benzene reacted with ether. See, this is R group, O group and R group, ROR. In above equation, all of aliphatic, this is the aromatic combination. This is the R, O, here R is nothing but benzene ring. It's clear? This is also considered as a, anisole is considered as a ether. Why? Because this is one R, ROR. So that's why reactions involving benzene ring. So anisole also one of the ether is treated with bromine. Now what happened? 2, 4, 6 tribromo 1 methoxybenzene is formed. Common name is the 2, 4, 6 tribromo anisole. Okay ma? See, don't confusion. Here benzene ring is nothing but represent ROR. Actually ROR is the ether. So one R may be benzene ring, one more R is the aliphatic ring, means that is these are the combination. Okay na? In above equation, left side R, right side R, both of aliphatic. Okay. Now this one reactions involving the benzene ring. So here anisole whenever treated with bromination in the presence of iron, 2, 4, 6 tribromo 1 methoxybenzene is formed. Anisole formula, this entire the compound name is C6H5OCH3. Its common name is the anisole or methoxybenzene. And see here, the anisole in the presence of iron to treated with bromine, these are the product. But this anisole treated with bromine in the presence of carbon disulfide, it's more important. However, when treated with bromine dissolved in the carbon disulfide, anisole gives ortho and para bromo anisole. Two different ortho bromo anisole as well as the para bromo anisole is formed. When if bromine treated with anisole in the presence of carbon disulfide, these are the products. Ortho bromo anisole as well as the para bromo anisole is formed. This is bromination process. Okay students, see here nitration. Already in the bromination completed. In case of nitration, when treated with a mixture of concentrated HNO3 and concentrated sulfuric acid, Anisole undergoes nitration to form a mixture of ortho and para nitroanisoles. Ortho and para nitroanisole. These are the very important. These are the very important. So see here nitration. So these are the anisole treated with the mixture of HNO3 and concentrated sulfuric acid. Now orthonitroanisole, this is called orthonitroanisole. This entire the compound name is a anisole, but nitro group is located in the ortho position, orthonitroanisole. Additionally, this is anisole, nitro group is located in the para position. So important one ma, anisole is treated with, what is the full form of the anisole? Methoxybenzene. Methoxybenzene treated with mixture of the concentrated sulfuric acid and HNO3. Two different type of the products are released. Number one, orthonitroanisole. Second one is the para-nitroanisole. This is the nitration process. Now third one is sulfonation. It means sulfuric acid is involved. So when treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, anisole undergoes sulfonation to form ortho and para-anisole sulfonic acid. Ortho and para-anisole sulfonic. This is ortho, this is para-anisole. See here, O-nitroanisole, general name is O-nitroanisole, 2-nitro, because of this is 1, this is a 2. 2-nitro, 1-methoxybenzene, 2-nitro, 1-methoxybenzene. This one, 4-nitro, 1-methoxybenzene, or another name is the para-nitroanisole. Now here, anisole treated with sulfuric acid. What happened here? 2-methoxy 1-benzene sulfonic acid and 4-methoxy 1-benzene sulfonic acid. Two different type of the products are released, and another name of this compound orthoanisole sulfonic acid. Orthoanisole sulfonic acid. Orthoanisole, because of sulfonic acid is a senior group. That's why the first priority goes to anisole. Orthoanisole sulfonic acid. This name is 4-methoxy 1-benzene sulfonic acid. Another name is the para-anisole sulfonic acid. This is the sulfonation. Listen my dear students, reactions involving benzene ring. This is nothing but electrophilic substitutions reaction. Bromination, nitration, sulfonations are very important. Next, ninth one, Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. These are also very important. Already Friedel-Crafts alkylation, acylation already came in phenol chemical properties. Even in ether also Friedel-Crafts alkylation, acylation, both of them is there. See carefully here. Now alkylation. In this alkylation, anisole, this is the anisole. Anisole treated with CH3Cl, methyl chloride or chloromethane, methyl chloride in the presence of anhydride AlCl3. Now what happened here? Orthomethyl anisole. This compound name is the orthomethyl anisole is formed, and additionally another compound is the para-methyl anisole is formed. Para-methyl anisole is formed. This is the Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. 1 mark point of view, 2 mark point of view. It's a very important. Friedel-Crafts alkylation, not only in the ethers, even phenol also very important. So see, you will see full focused on this particular area. Every student is focused on particular area, bromination, nitration as well as sulfonation. In commutative entrance point of view, how they are asking the question, nitration. So they are given this one, reactant plus with the help of the concentrated acid of H2SO4 HNO3. But in this place, you will keep it A plus B. What is the A and what is the B? So do practice, more practice the chemical properties of phenol, ether and alcohol. In after acylation, the next Friedel-Crafts reaction, acylation. Here also anisole treated with acetyl chloride. This formula name is acetyl chloride, CH3COCl, acetyl chloride in the presence of anhydride AlCl3. Now orthomethoxy acetophenone, important one ma, orthomethoxy acetophenone is formed. Orthomethoxy acetophenone, and additionally para-methoxy acetophenone is formed. See, acylation alkylation from the Friedel-Crafts reaction is a very important in board level as well as the NEET level also. So this is the Friedel-Crafts reactions. So I successfully completed chemical properties of the ether. Now another concept, isomerism in the ethers. You know that very well, a functional group showing the different kind of the isomerism, especially ether showing mainly following two isomerism. See here, ether exhibit following two types of the isomerism. Number one is the functional isomerism. Important one na functional isomerism. Ether show functional isomerism with alcohol having the same number of carbon atom, Now see here the molecular formula C2H6O. This is dimethyl ether and ethyl alcohol. See both of them. This is ether functional group, this is the alcohol functional group, but same molecular formula. That's why it's showing the functional isomerism. Same molecular formula, different functional group, that is called functional isomerism. So ether involved in the functional isomerism with alcohol. So in this example, C2H6O, dimethyl ether and ethyl alcohol. One more example, C3H8O. See here, CH3O, CH2CH3, ethyl methyl ether. After that, what is this compound name is CH3CH2CH2OH. This compound name is N-propyl alcohol and isopropyl alcohol. Very important point, in case of C3H8O showing only one ether and alcohol point of view 2. What is first one? N-propyl alcohol. This is nothing but N-propyl alcohol. One more one is the isopropyl alcohol. See here, N-propyl alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, both of them showing the same molecular formula of ether. CH3O, CH2, CH3. So that's why, my dear students, ether is always showing functional isomerism with alcohol. It's a clear, ma'am? And one more example, C7H8O. So methyl phenyl ether, actually in C7H8O showing the ether structure methyl phenyl ether, and one more structure is there, this is alcohol point of view, benzyl alcohol, C6H5CH2OH, benzyl alcohol. So now my question here, C7H8O, what are the functional isomerism? Methyl phenyl ether, and this is the ether category, and alcohol category is the benzyl alcohol is the alcohol category. So my dear students, ether easily to form or showing functional isomerism with alcohol. And second one is the metamerism. You know that what is a metamerism? When two or more ether having the same molecular formula possess different alkyl group on the two sides of the ethereal oxygen, the phenomena is called metamerism, and such ethers are termed as a metamers. This is the metamerism. See, my dear students, ethers not only showing the functional isomerism, metamerism also showing. See here, C4H10O. This is compound name is the C4H10O. In the metameric ether, diethyl ether. This is the diethyl ether and methyl propyl ether. Two different type of ether. Metamerism means same molecular formula, but two different type of the ethers are existed. So here see carefully, this is one of the ether, this is also another ether. This ether name is the diethyl ether. This is one methyl propyl ether, and even alcohol is also, see here, methyl isopropyl ether. This compound name is, see in this example C4H10O, different category of ethers are existed. That's why it's a metamerism. Metamerism means when two or more ether having the same molecular formula. This is one ether, this is one ether, this is one ether. Two or more ether having same molecular formula. This is called metamerism. For example, C4H10O. What is this compound name? Diethyl ether, methyl propyl ether. This is a methyl propyl ether. One more one is a methyl isopropyl ether. Is it clear? And one more example, C8H10O. Here ethyl phenyl ether. This is called ethyl phenyl ether. Ethyl phenyl ether, and one more example, benzyl methyl ether. Benzyl methyl ether. So important point, my dear students, ethers easily involved in the two different type of isomerism. Number one is a functional isomerism. In case of functional isomerism, ether showing the alcohol isomeric form, isomeric form, and ether is also easily involved in the metamerism. It means, what is the metamerism? Two or more ether having the same molecular formula. These are the isomerism of ethers. Next one is test for ethers. The confirmation test for ether is also very, very important, my dear students. Already in phenol confirmation test are completed and alcohol confirmation test also completed. Now the test for ethers, how we will confirm the ethers in present inside of the laboratories. So these two tests are available to test for ether. See, first one, Fagel test. Fagel's pronunciation is different. Sometimes Fagel's or Fagel's test. So Fagel's test, take 1 to milliliter of unknown compound in Fagel's test. Take 1 to milliliter of unknown compound in a boiling tube and cover the mouth of the tube with a filter paper moistened with a mixture of cupric acetate and benzidine hydrochloride. So simple ma, if you take unknown compound, you don't know that compound name, either ether or other compound, just you will take 1 to 2 ml of the unknown compound, just add it to the cupric acetate and benzidine hydrochloride. Immediately after heating this solution, what happened? The appearance of deep blue color is appeared. Deep blue color solution is appears, it's indicated ether. So the unknown compound is the ether. Important ma, in Fagel test, which compounds, which chemicals are mixed with unknown compound, cupric acetate and benzidine hydrochloride. This is the one of the important test to confirmations of the ether, Fagel test. Okay ma. See, one more test is iodine test. Iodine test. In the iodine test, take 0.5 ml of unknown compound and add to it 1 ml of iodine solution in CS2, carbon disulfide. Shake well. If purple color of CS2 layer changes, the given compound is in the ether. See, in the iodine test point of view, take unknown compound and add to 1 ml of iodine solution in CS2, then the purple color of the CS2 changes in color, so the given compound is the ethers. Okay ma? These are the confirmation test of the ethers. Number one is the Fagel test, number two is the iodine test. So finally, uses of ether. Ether easily used, important na? Ether easily used in the laboratories and the manufacturing of oils, gums and resins, etc. And another important one is diethyl ether is used as a general anesthetic in surgery. This is the most important anesthetic in surgery. And third point is ether are used in the solvent extractions of organic compound. Fourth one, ether are also used as a refrigerant. These are the uses of ethers. Okay, my dear students, I successfully completed 3 major functional group in organic chemistry or 12th standard CBSE: alcohol, phenol and ether. See, my dear students, important point is preparation of alcohol and preparation of phenol, preparation of ether. These 3 areas are very important in board level, and chemical properties of phenol, chemical properties of alcohol, chemical properties of the ether is more important in board level as well as the commutative entrance point of view. And isomerism concept also very, very important in the 3 category of the functional group: alcohol, phenol and ether. And a final one is confirmation test also important. See, ultimately it's not a, see, listen ma very carefully. All areas are very, very important. Preparation methods, chemical properties, isomerism, and uses also important. So that's why every student seriously focused and do more practice in all categories like physical properties, chemical properties, preparation methods, isomerisms, even conformation test uses also. Okay ma? So I successfully completed phenol, alcohol and ether. In my next class I will be start one more important functional group chapter, carbonyl compound. Nothing but aldehyde, ketones, carboxylic acid. After that nitrogen containing organic compound, it's amines. Okay ma?